Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name's Timothy. This is the crochet hook method, the Roots edition. Right here I have my dread that I'm going to be doing. As you can see, it's loose. It's got the extra hair in the back. And that's what I'm going to be grabbing and pulling all together. Soon it's just going to look just like the rest of my dread here. And remember, the crochet hook technique moves like this, okay? You're not stabbing, because you'll stab the crap out of your finger and it hurts really bad. You're just pulling back. It's good to even just practice this, but you just got to keep that in mind when you're doing your dread, because a lot of times you'll start going, if you start going really fast, you'll start doing this rather than the pullback technique. And that's how accidents happen. So I'm going to be holding it like this for you. So what I'm doing is I'm taking it and I'm putting the crochet hook into the dread. And then I'm grabbing it with all the hair. And you can even just bundle it all up right there. Sometimes what's also good is to make the dread that you're working on circular if you want to round it off. So you just fold it like over. I'm like folding the dread over and making it circular. And then really this crochet hook, it's going to do all the work for you. It's going to round it out. I mean, you'll have some small bumps like that, like right there, and like some down here. But a lot of that is from like ponytailing my dreads, and those things just happen. And this crochet hook, it really actually, it'll work those out too if I really work hard. But at this point, I just focus on doing my roots, and that doesn't really have a whole lot of my perspective anymore. So there it is. I am trying to get the view for you guys, but that's all I'm doing is I'm just taking it and I'm just pulling it back in. I'm pinching it between my fingers. So what you're really gonna see, this is all you're really gonna be doing. So I'm just folding all the hair that I want to get back into the dread. Let me see if I can get closer. So yeah, there's the crochet hook, and I'm just holding it with my fingers, and I'm bringing it back into the dread. A lot of times when you see people making crochet hook videos, it's like, oh, I don't see what they're doing. And it's just commonly understood, like with the technique, you know, when you know this is the technique right there, pulling back into the dread, I'm pinching it with my finger, that's what you're really going to end up seeing. You're not going to see like it actually happened. It's just something that's more like intuitively understood. It's just kind of self-evident based on the technique. We're showing you everything that you need to know so you can figure it out on your own. And that's really the best way to do it. I mean, you can't really get any better than what I'm showing you here, unless I showed you in person and you were like all up in my head watching. So doing your roots is the most important thing if you want your dreads to grow faster. You got to work on the root game, because that, once you get this done, like once I get this dread root done, it's going to stimulate my scalp in order to grow faster, because now my head will be pulling on the scalp just a little bit. You don't want to do it too hard to where you're just pulling, like your hair is just pulling so hard it gives you a headache, because that will happen if you just do it too much. But you'll feel it. You'll feel how, see how it is like right now? It's like almost all done. Maybe a little bit in the front. And you just grab anything that feels like a little bit loose, you just grab that and just tag it and pull it back in. But yeah, if you, I can't tell you how many times in the beginning I did my whole head of hair just to like get it all done. And now I just do like one dread here and there as needed. See, look at that. But I did my whole head, and I'd have trouble sleeping at night because it would be pulling so hard because I just would overdo it. But it's that simple. It didn't take very long for me to show you that. You can do so much with this tool. You seriously don't need anything else. And a lot of people that make dreadhead videos, they're trying to sell you something. I'm just trying to show you what you need to know in order to do it yourself. This is a tool that you get from dreadheadhq.com. All right. It's the brown tool. There's one that looks very similar, and it's a black one. That's not the right one. It's not the same type of tip, and this is the one. This is really all you need. And so yeah, that's it. So stay tuned for my next video, which I'm going to be dreading this baby up right here and reattaching this dread because this one fell out during the time I was in Paraguay working at an orphanage. I got a really bad case of parasites, unfortunately, and my hair started thinning and stuff. And then it just was like barely hanging on, so I just snipped it, because I knew I could grow it back out and reattach it. It's not like a huge loss. A lot of people think like, oh, you got to cut all your dreads now, and that's what some people were thinking I was going to do. And I was just like, no, I was just going to let it grow out, and I'm going to reattach it again. All I'm going to need is this tool right here and maybe a little bit of hemp rope or yarn or something like that to tie it, to stabilize it. For maybe a couple weeks or maybe a month or so, and then it'll be perfectly normal again. But stay tuned for that video. I'll also be dyeing my dreads very soon, so stay tuned for that as well. That's a very easy process. I thought it was going to be more difficult until I did it myself. So yeah, just giving you guys everything you want, everything you need for dreading your hair, so you can be equipped to do it all yourself as well. All right, God bless you guys. Keep your head up, and until the next one, peace.